All right, so we're going up against the DZEMP here. We chose the pack that has the tanks in it. It's a pretty good pack for tanks, I think. You have Chaff clear with the arcs. Typhoon, really good value. One of the best packs right now in terms of economy, 300. So this is the way we set up, and for sure DZEMP is not going to be expecting this. Last time we were playing some kind of Master of the Storm strategy. Yeah, I think he went for some Factory AM. Okay, so this is not good to see. Doesn't have any Chaff. He's got the Void Eyes. The Void Eyes are extremely good at the dealing with the sledges, and he's got really good Chaff clear. So I don't like our chances here, but we got a chance at least. The only thing that we have, okay, he's got the quick supply as well. Okay, so sell this now. And we just go for 2 more tanks, as well as the Chaff. Maybe a Fang to prevent the missile, because we don't want to get missiled right now. Here's fine, I think. Although it would be good to have something here and something here. That's the optimal way to place the missiles, because if you look at it, the missile can come in. The best missile he can do is something from here. And then, something from here. So you really need to have 2. So we could do 1 here, and then we could do 1 here later. I think this is just a better positioning. We're definitely going to keep the wall because the wall blocks missiles. The strategy is a little bit vulnerable to the missile, because he can get so much value from a single missile. Gets a pack and a half of these sledges. Don't think we have enough here. The debuff, this is kind of annoying as well. We're just going into the defenses. Get cleaned up. We only have a couple sledges left. Can we kill this, please? No. Oh yes. All right. At least we killed that. Marksman is automatically going to be the anti-air of choice, because he could easily go into the air, and he will with these things. He definitely will. We can go mech rage now, but we only have 2 chaff, so I don't love it. I prefer just going for 2 more tanks. Prevent the missile again. You can missile from here, and then he's gonna hit this. Then he could try to missile from here. So he can't really missile from here. You know what I mean? He can maybe do this, but it's not going to be great. So I love this positioning, because he could put a missile here, actually. See, he could kind of put it here, and then this tank will go in. So you want it to be actually like this. So then he can't put that sneaky missile in there. All right, do we sell this and go for mech rage? I think so. If it comes down to that, I think it is worth it. We will have to replace this with some kind of chaff later, but I think it's worth it for the mech rage. Okay, range on the Void Eyes. He doesn't have suck now, because it got nerfed, the suck. So I think we have a good chance of maybe getting our first round in here. If not, we're going to be in trouble, because this is kind of like our power spike. Because we clicked our mech rage, and we lose everything here for free. So this is a really good missile from the opponent. He would have lost the round if it weren't for that missile. A little unfortunate, but that is how it goes. We can use this as a cheese, and then we could sell it next round. We're not going to try to cheese him there. We'll just, we'll do this. Try to get this to come in there. Hopefully this doesn't turn around. We didn't probably need to have some kind of... Now we probably need range already. We can go for 3 chaffs, and I think that is what we want to do here. Try to maximize our deployments always. Can look into getting a can look into getting something here for the missile. Again, we need to look at the positioning of where the missiles can come from. The missiles can come like this is the earliest it can come from. So your missile should be like your fang should be like here, right? And then obviously you could still missile here, but we're not going to worry about that for now. We'll just do this. I think we want to deploy most of our chaff here. We are going to get, we can get pulled, so that is something that we need to think about. We don't want to get pulled. I think this is fine. Can't level this, unfortunately, but I think that's okay. Okay, this is, let's see how this distraction works. We might even clean everything up. We're gonna sell this no matter what next round. And he's gonna have to put something here for it, which means it's gonna be it's not gonna be worth it once we sell out of it. Don't think we can get the tower here. Are we gonna lose the round? Maybe. It's kind of unfortunate here, but we can get this tower. This is looking good for a free tower here. I mean, a free shield. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's get the tower. And I don't think we're going to clean this up, but this did a lot, and we will just sell it now. Mobile beacon. Don't think we need the mobile beacon in this game. There's no point in mobile beaconing a rhino around, because... Okay, so now we need to consider getting the 3rd tech. I think it's just about time for the 3rd tech here. I kind of want to get a missile, to be honest here. Like, just missile some of his chaff. Maybe even missile some of his, some of those guys. Or just even the chaff itself is really good to missile. Since we're kind of like going in now without really any chaff. We're nerfing our own chaff clear pretty much. I don't think we need the attack upgrade. Using 3 missiles is kind of risky, but I think we need to go for it. I think we go for the speed here. Could try another missile, but there's likely going to be just a crawler here. So we don't want to waste our money. Okay, simple Void Eye here to counter that. Okay, didn't really do that much. Okay, okay. Hopefully this isn't gonna, this might be an issue here. Yeah. It's kind of an issue. We would have won the round if it weren't for the debuff. Now I'm worried that we're gonna lose here this round, but it's not a huge loss. Actually, we might even win. Okay. We did spend 2 missiles though, so it's not amazing, and the missiles didn't do anything. Fire Badger is kind of good here. I think it's an auto pick, because now we're gonna need to set fire to the ground. Probably range first, and then we'll just go napalm next. And we will use the oil as well. So this is the perfect drop for us. We're going to upgrade everything. I think we're going to need to have a tank here to either a tank or a rhino, actually. Maybe a rhino here first. I think we can start selling some of the arc lights, maybe. So go for this Rhino just to tank this. Or should we actually just go for the tank here instead? All right, let's go for what else do we go for here? Just some more chaff here. Feeling kind of comfortable in our situation. Okay, charge shot. At least it decreases the attacker into row, but we're gonna need some chaff here. We're just our sledges are falling too quick. I think we want the napalm. I'm considering, do we need the napalm or not? I think we do. This is getting scary. These void eyes are not, they're a little bit too strong now. Okay, Rhino Assault. I don't think we go for any of this. So how come we're losing to this? 140 range, we're 135. Maybe it's the chaff situation. I mean, but what else do we need to do? Do we just need to go loose formation? He already has the Mustangs. He's probably going to go loose formation. Do we just go Mustangs here? Kind of feel like our answer is just Mustangs. Right, upgrade this or go range? Probably just go range. I think we need to start borrowing now. We're kind of on death's door, so let's go for the attack upgrade. Probably need a missile. Can we kill this? 5,000. Okay. Okay, what's this? It's kind of not good, I think. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Holy crap. This cheese is not good, but can we survive? No. Yes, okay. Oh man, that cheese was really bad for us. EMP is kind of okay, I guess. Lightning Storm could be better. He has the same fire, he's got the same fire thing again. He might go for it. We might have to put down a tank. Don't think the Electromag does anything. The Lightning Storm will do something. But it's just a matter of, you know, can we actually break through his shield? I don't think so. We're going to need lots of shields ourselves. Again, we need to defend the potential. Wonder if we're over defending or something. Probably. Not feeling so good about this now. Obviously, there's not going to be a second Vulcan, so this was kind of, I wouldn't say it's a waste, but it's a little bit behind. Does he have the underground threat, so maybe this Fire Badger here is okay, but we're a little bit, we don't have that much, this is the problem. And the underground threat's really good into the Mustang. Okay, all the chaff is gone. So is ours. I think we just lose here. This is too strong. Is just the Void Eye, is this combination the answer to the Void Eye, or did we just somehow get scammed or played? Should we have gone for the Mustangs? Maybe not. All right. Why don't we take a look at this round, because this is, I think, the round where we probably could have came back. The Vulcan's descent is what kind of messed us up there. So let's say we anticipate the Vulcan's descent somehow. Do we need EMP is the question. Like, why are we losing this? Maybe we need to click Napalm as we originally wanted to do. We don't have that many of our own chaff, so there's no point in clicking loose formation. Probably just go for another one just to be safe. All right. Since we're low on HP, we'll go for the upgrade. Okay. So let's see if this even can take care of the tank. I think it may not even be able to take care of the tank here. Let's see. It does have AP bullets though, so it's not enough because only part of the tanks are locking in. How's the main battle going? It's not going well. Look at this. To be honest, like our main army died. So this Void Eye is something that this strategy is something that we are really worried about. The only other question I wonder is, do we ever go EMP shot to like try to disable the Void Eyes? I mean, I mean, can you really disable them? They lose a little bit of range, not much. They lose their charge shot, but they're still kind of deadly. So that is one thing I'd probably think about trying. I mean, wasps, you'd imagine at this point it's not wasps, it's more about mustangs. You could cheese around with the using some kind of armor on a wraith. Maybe that is what we're supposed to do, and then maybe get him to overreact. So why don't we try that? So we could probably get away with just level 1. And let's just see if we can... Okay, we might as well give ourselves the best chance we can. Okay, this is kind of unfortunate. Okay, the tower doesn't fall. How's the ground army doing? The wraiths are pretty much carrying, I think. And we will win by 2 wraiths. Do they even level up? You'd imagine they probably should after this. Yeah, they will level up. So I don't know if that's considered to be a great move, because then he just instantly counters that with a couple marksmen. I don't think he wants to go flying necessarily. The thing is, I wonder like what's actually good here. Is it EMP shot? So I imagine we would need 2 now here to cover the Vulcan. Yeah, so that's our move. Thing is, I think that the Chaff is the problem. Like, we're going to lose the Chaff War. He's got HE, Tarantula. So we're going to lose the Chaff War, and our EMP is not going to be able to connect to his backline units. So that's the problem. That's why the EMP isn't good. Is there a way we can, like... And the Vulcan is kind of annoying, I think. I mean... wonder if we just, like, let's say we got one of these. The armor is too expensive. Like, okay, well, let's just say we just put this here just to deal with the Vulcan. And let's go with the flame so we can clear the chaff. Okay. Guess we can sell an arc light because they're kind of obsolete now. Okay, so at least our chaff clear is we've almost won the chaff war there. We did win because we still have like 1 or 2 chaff going in. Now, how does this look? It's still a loss. Okay. So this is not good. Like, this is, we did everything we could there, and we still can win that. So far the only way to win is the Wraith. I mean, we're not gonna consider the cheese. I guess you can consider a cheese, but that's not necessarily learning how to win this. So, I mean, it's just these Void Eyes, right? They're just so good into what we have. I mean, what are we actually supposed to do? I mean, you could say Charge Shop Phoenix, but then the problem is the chaff. How do you clear the chaff better? Like, you know, he's got his own Tarantula already. It's kind of a huge problem. It's kind of a huge problem. Is it ever just like more tanks? Say we do sell one of these. Okay, this missile didn't do anything. Probably needed a Fire Badger here, but maybe we can only win. Maybe we can only try to win on one side. For a second there, I thought it was doing a little bit better, but no. Yeah, these Void Eyes are just kind of strong, these Void Eyes. I mean, I guess level 3 is the reason why. So you would think Wasps are good theoretically, but there's a Mustang. You would think Phoenixes are good, but then there's Chaff, and then there's the Mustang. Maybe instead of that, maybe, like, why don't we take the drop? Why don't we take this drop, and then we will try to take out his Vulcan. I think the Mustang is kind of good here. I think it's the only option because it's both chaff and chaff clear. It's kind of what you need, I think. So we'll focus more on this side. Okay. So it dies instantly because it gets Goomba stomped. That's not good. Okay, so this isn't gonna work. Now I see the fight. It's hard to read how the fight is going. Is it possible to win like without the Goomba stomp? Like, does the Rhino kill the Vulcan? Okay, we're gonna test that out here. And maybe the Fire Badgers. I don't know. Maybe the Fire. I think the Fire Badgers were okay. I don't know. So we'll concentrate all our forces on this. Okay, I feel like the Vulcan, the Rhino will win. Okay, kind of losing on this side. How's this side going? Problem is the tarantulas are always alive. Huh. Yeah, honestly, I have no idea what to do here. How do you beat this? Because you have to, you know, he does have perfect amounts of chaff coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I mean, we have 5. We have a lot of chaff too. Maybe the frontline chaff isn't as good as just crawlers. Maybe we just need more crawler. But then, I mean, he's got fantastic chaff clear, and the Void Eye is fantastic DPS. Or maybe the problem is they got too many levels. So at this point, the only thing is is going to be the armor on the Wraith. Now, what we can just experiment. Let's just say we go with some Phoenixes. Let's just see if the Phoenix line works, because at least we are flying. He does have the Volt. He does have the Mustang, but the Mustang is, you know, it's only one pack, right? Just click range. I'm not so sure about the charge shot yet. And then the crawler getting, you know, crawler getting pulled back is also part of the problem. We're losing this side pretty hard. Phoenixes have, at this point, they've only killed 7 crawlers. So, but somehow his he didn't have range apparently on his Mustangs. But you'd imagine once he ranges the Mustangs, this isn't going to happen. So we'll win by the 3 Phoenix. Is the boat kind of like the long-term solution here? You'd imagine the Abyss is probably the solution, because the Abyss will also deal with the Mustang, but of course you have the problem of the Void Eyes. I mean, the Void Eyes will counter the Abyss. The Void Eyes will counter when they go flying. They will counter the boat. The boat is slightly safer to go into, considering the investment. Okay, so let's say we try this. So we will be able to deal with the Vulcan here, I think. Almost. Please turn around. Okay. Now, of course, once he starts flying, well, that's not necessarily good for us, because then he can still attack all of our ground units. Okay, so pretty much anything we will win because he basically doesn't have anti-air until he clicks this. Once he clicks this, then you know we're playing a different game, and I don't think it's necessarily a very winnable game. Of course, we can have AA on the Mustangs, which would be quite good. So it would be good. It would weaken him once he's flying because it'd make him more vulnerable to the Mustang. Yeah, this is kind of this is kind of the build that I'm starting to get pretty worried about. So this seems to me that we're not only just kind of checkmate here. Things have started to, let's say, turn. You know, this is probably the more critical round to think about. Now, Fire Badger makes sense, right? It does make sense, but it's just not good enough into what's going on here. We are already triple teched, right? So let's say we go Mustangs here. Is that going to salvage the situation? Don't quite know what to do here about about this guy, except for just a double missile. Okay, so he goes charge shot, which means it's going to be really rough for our sledges. They are the same range, the sledges and the Vulcan and the Mustang, so they're probably getting splashed together. So yeah, this is still not good enough. I reckon the air cheese would clearly work. You would win by, I don't know, right? You would win by the two wraiths probably only, but then what happens after that, right? When the wraith gets countered. The boat, maybe. I'm not a boat player, so I don't know if the boat is what we're supposed to do here, but imagine the Mustangs can counter the boat pretty easily, right? Like you just get some Phoenixes. He's winning the Chaff war. Can the boats sit behind the sledges is the question. Because essentially that's what you would need to guarantee. Okay, so they are definitely behind the sledges, even without the range. Okay, without the range, they're in front. But okay, so what you could do is theoretically, let's say, but with launcher overload, you lose 20. So lose 20, gain 40. Okay, so you still are slightly behind. So that's kind of good. That's kind of good. All right, so maybe we have to start learning how to play the boat game. But then, I'm just worried about these Void Eyes. They're already at 155. They lose, they go to 145. We're 140, so we're getting outranged. And this is okay, he already has temp. I'm kind of worried to play because I mean he's just gonna destroy the overloads pretty easily. So I don't know about this. Sorry, I don't have the answer to this. I'm looking for help on how to play this from this situation here. I think this is a really good comp. Maybe it's going to be the meta because this unit got really buffed, the Void Eye. So we actually won this round because we triple tacked, but not by much. Yeah, I mean, it's just the DPS on these guys are so high that you cannot go in with some kind of like cheesy unit, like a Rhino or something. It's pretty tough. The last round, I mean, I don't think there's any possible way that we could do anything. He's got the Storm, that's good for him. Doesn't do that much for us. We'll just give it a try. Okay, so we'll just shield up here. Alright, so what's the problem? The problem is the Chaff, isn't it? That's a good percentage of the problem. It's not the only problem, but the Chaff is always a problem. We could sell this, and we can go into another tank, just so we could have something in front. And yep, we're just gonna get destroyed here. This is a solid composition here. Tarantula Void Eye. What can beat this? I mean, besides a Titan, right? But you put down the Titan, you know, if you put down the Titan, I mean, let's just see what happens if we try a Titan here. It's not the mountain. It's going to be the abyss. So it's only going to work one round, right? Because, well, yeah, this isn't going to be... It's not going to be alive once he clicks flying. It's kind of the problem. I mean, we can click range, but his base is one. Well, okay, his base is the same base, so maybe it will work. We will definitely win by just the abyss, I think. Okay, the napalm would be doing something here. You can see it's kind of just exposed, right? And everything dies. So I'm not even sure if we can. This probably dies to the few Vulcans. So I mean, to the half pack of Mustangs. So I'm not so sure about this, right? It doesn't look that good here, does it? All right, guys, this is something we've got to figure out. Leave some comments if you know what to do. I'll try it out.